This is my house. It's my house. And I don't give a fuck. You know something? Hey, I'm drunk, Lil. Lil, I'm drunk. And you know something? It's beautiful.
What's up, everybody? It's the Common Sense Investor coming at you with another video. You heard what Eddie said. This is my house, and I'm having a drink. But I wanted to share with y'all who I am, all right? Because I just got off the phone with my lawyer friend. He is one of the best. He's in the top 10 in Louisiana in criminal law. So I called him, and I asked him about our case. And he said, I have no knowledge of civil law. I said, okay. I said, well, can you recommend somebody? We bring them on the show, ask them questions. And he said, not really. All we really deal in is criminal law. Then he went to talking to me about a case he's working on, about he just lost it in trial, and he's upset, and the guy's on appeal. And I'm like, okay, is he innocent? And he went on with the blah, blah, blah. Lawyer stuff, you know. I can't really talk about. I said, look, it's public knowledge. If he went to trial, I could see the transcripts. Send me the facts of the case. Let me see what's going on, and I will help the guy. Now, what qualifies me to do that? I'm fixing to tell you. All right, I did 25 years in prison. They were not easy years. They were really, really, really hard years in prison. I went in the dungeon of Angola after escaping from another prison. That's a whole nother story. That's like, oh brother, where art thou? Shit, okay? But I escaped from prison. I went to Angola, and I did 12 and a half years there. They put me in the hole, the dungeon, whatever you want to call it. It was terrible, and I didn't enjoy it. Oh my God, my feet did not touch grass for 18 months, a year and a half. All right? And finally, they came and told me I could leave out the dungeon. That the warden said it was okay for me to leave. And that was God, and that's another story. But the thing is, I moved on in the prison system, and finally I became a law librarian. All right? I learned how to shepherdize cases. I learned how to make an argument, all right, that could win a case. And I'll tell you a good story. Check this shit out. I'm on a roll here. I'm on like 15-0. I win every fucking case. And this guy's got a case that I'm working on. And I did the paperwork, and I wrote the paperwork out and everything. And I created a story that could help him. And when he read the story, I went back to see him, and he said, well, there's kind of a problem here. And I said, what? And he said, I didn't rape her and then kill her. I said, what do you mean? He said, well, you know, I killed her, and then I thought about it, and then I'm 17 and I'll never get none, so I went ahead and raped her. I said, you raped her after she was dead? And he said, yeah. I said, son, even me, as good as I am, can't help you. You are fucked. And he's still in prison, but I didn't take the case. I was 15-0. I don't lose, people. I'm so good, the courts called the prison and said, who the fuck is that in the law library? Get him out of there. And I had to leave from the law library, and I went and made fucking biscuits, all right, in the kitchen. Because I was so fucking good at what I did in the law library. Now, I don't give you financial advice. I'm sitting here having a drink, and I'm talking to my friends, period. And I can't be in trouble for that. If you was in my front yard and we was having a beer, great. If you didn't drink, you could have some tea, whatever. But this is me talking to you as a friend. I'm telling you who I am. I'm one of the best that ever. Listen, ask any lawyer, any real lawyer that you know, and ask him about the experience of law librarians in prison, and they will tell you they're some of the most brilliant fucking minds. I was born for what's going on right now. And here we are. Adam Aaron, I see your tweets. I'll deal with them later. I seen the anti-hedging situation, and in your tweets, and I put it together, and it's not gonna work. You're not gonna convince the court all of a sudden you just woke up and you see what we've been talking about. Fuck that. We'll talk about that in the next video. Love y'all. Be blessed. That's who I am, and I'm being as transparent as I can be. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not certified by the state. They wanted me to be the paralegal. That lawyer I just got off the phone with, he wanted me to be his paralegal. I said, awesome. What do I got to do? He said, will you take the course? I said, I went to take the course, $10,000. I said, man, fuck that. I'm smarter than the motherfuckers that are taking this test, and I got to pay $10,000 to prove it? Fuck that. So I never did it. All right? And there's a whole lot of other reasons of why. Like, for instance, I gave a speech one time in front of the legislator. The dogs are fighting. Hey! I gave a speech in front of the legislator one time. And when I got through, Democrats, Republicans, Independents, Tea Parties, everybody stood up and gave me standing ovation. Okay? And then I was offered a job. They wanted me to be a special interest speaker for the Senate. Two of the Senate members wanted me to do that. And I thought about it, and I said, well, what will I have to talk about? And they said, well, anything that comes up that we need to promote. And I said, well, I can't do that. And she said, why not? I said, well, what if your agenda is a pro-abortion? And I'm anti-abortion. And I can't give a speech on pro-abortion and have the same passion as I have for what I believe. See? And I didn't take that job. And you know what? She become mayor of fucking Baton Rouge. If I would have followed that path and went with her, where would I be? But what I gave up to? My integrity. So, I'm not going to do something that I don't believe is the right thing. And just like I told him, do not ignore that phone call. This innocent man needs help. And I've been woke up from this and going to work on that at the same time. And I'm going to read that paperwork just as soon as it prints out on the settlement stuff. And I'll see you in the next video. Just wanted you to know what you're getting into when you hit the subscribe button and notification button. I'm one of the best that ever worked in this arena. So I love y'all. Be blessed. And I'll see you in the next video.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gonna feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding from the words I spit. So sharp, so free.